day, cadets. My name is Ra, and welcome back to another episode of Ra Cadet. As we have already discussed about four topics regarding the concerns of the essence in Ra Cadet, there are fashion, perfume, body care, and divinity. Today, we're going to dig deeper into another topics regarding this essence, which are about language, art, literature, and movies. Also, there's psychology, and the last one is folk culture. But before we get started, don't forget to turn on that notification button for more episode coming your way. Subscribe and thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below as well. I'm also available in Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and many other platforms. So you guys can see behind the scenes and many other episodes that's premium for you guys who follows me there. So yeah, let's get started. The first topic will be about language, the DNA of culture. As you guys know, and if you guys think about it, language is the very foundation of human communication. Language, to me, is much more than words, though. It's like a vessel of culture, of identity, and also emotions. It's how we shape the reality that we live in. Also, the way we speak, the words we choose, all reflects the values and beliefs in our communities. For example, think about how certain words means and express emotions in our culture. For example, in Indonesia, we have words like gotong royong that capture the spirit of communal efforts, like we work together to fix something. English may not have the direct translation, but that doesn't make the concept less powerful. It's true language that we preserve emotions and traditions, histories, and values. Our words are like a living archives of our collective memory. Even in modern expression like slangs, hashtags, or trending terms, language also adapts. It's flexible and evolves with time. Whether we're speaking through poetry, also texting with emojis, or interpreting ancient hieroglyphs, language concepts and connects us across generations and geographies. It's a bridge between our past and present. Also, talking about language, it kind of remind me about my passion of building architecture that have connection with ancient Egyptians and Greek. I also wanted to know about the ancient antiques that are there, like yeah, there's a lot. And also about the language in Egyptian. As I grow this content, I will be learning about ancient Egyptian language, because I really want to know about the culture they have in the past and about hieroglyphs especially. I'm really interested in hieroglyphs. It's like there's a language that I don't know, but it's not in a few of a words. It's not in alphabetic terms, but it's an art. It's a drawing. Yeah, I wanted to get to know that as we grow this content with time. And also in Indonesia, we have the same type as hieroglyphs. We have Sanskrit and a lot of art drawing too. It's like put it in a scrolls. Well, that reminds me, in Greek, there's also scrolls that been missing, right? And also there's a lot of drawings in a wall building that I think that language will help us a lot with that. So, yeah. let's move up to another topic. It's about art, literature, and movies. Moving from spoken language to visual storytelling. If language is like the DNA of culture, then storytelling and arts are the heartbeats. They bring to life the emotions and struggles and also a triumph of humanity in ways that transcends the limits of mere words. Mm, okay. Art literature in particular has always served as a means of cultural expression. Look at the words of Pramudia Anantathur, whose novels reflect the historical struggles of Indonesia. These stories are not just entertainment, they are historical documentaries, social commentaries, and windows to the soul of the culture. But it's not just about a high literature, movies too. It's about the art that will put in the movies that play a significant role. Films like The Matrix or Inception show that modern filmmaker weave together concepts like reality and identity. Meanwhile, movies based on ancient mythology like Troy or Moana, or also there's one in ancient Egyptian. What was it? Mummy, right? Mummy, and also Black Panther that brings up the African culture. So it demonstrates how timeless tales can be retold to reflect contemporary issues. And fashion is also deeply influenced by these visual stories. Have you ever noticed how certain movies spark fashion trends? After a film like The Great Gatsby, flower style dresses and 1920s glamour became a huge trend. Art, literature, and cinema don't just tell stories, they create them, influencing how we dress, think, and also dream. Okay, let's continue to the third topics, which are about folk culture, the soul of traditions. If art and literature are the heartbeats, then folk culture is the soul. Folk culture is where the everyday and sacred meet. It's the traditions that we carry forward from our ancestors to future generations. And you guys may have an example in your country, but in mine, take Indonesian batik for example. Each region has its own unique patterns, and each pattern tells a story. Like some of the shape or also the color. So wearing batik here isn't just about fashion, but it's about identity, belonging, and a respect for traditions. So as we use the clothes and we go outside, we're bringing the pride of our culture to another places that haven't seen those. And for another example, think of wayang kulit, a shadow puppetry that combines storytelling with music, dance, and visual art. These aren't just about performance, they are also a culture rituals that pass down values, beliefs, and also moral lessons. It's how we com- how it's how the communities communicate their shared history and values. Also, this wayang kulit and wayang, there's a lot of types in wayang, and we're going to dig deeper into that in the next episode. About wayang, it's deeply tied to the rhythms of life, from a celebration of a new birth to the rituals of mourning. So, as you guys know, then, folk culture isn't static, it's constantly evolving, building with modern life. In fashions, designers like Stella Jean have woven folk patterns and traditional textiles into modern runway looks. Folk culture, like language, is adaptable. It continues to shape our world, even if it changes with time. Alright, let's get started to the four topics, which are psychology. Psychology is the inner workings of our mind. But if you guys heard about the word psychology, things must have come to your mind like psychology is about mental health. But actually, as we dive deep into psychology and we get to know it better, it isn't just about mental health. It's about how we process the world around and how we internalize culture, language, and also tradition. Have you ever wondered why certain symbols or stories have such a deep impact on us? Carl Jung's idea, Carl Jung's, I'm sorry if I misinterpret the words, but it's Carl Jung's idea of the collective unconscious. Collective unconscious explain this. According to Jung, we all share a subconscious filled with archetypes, universal symbols that appear across all cultures and time. Think about the hero journey in stories, whether it's Hercules or Harry Potter. These archetypes speaks to something deep within us. The desire for transformations, for overcoming obstacles, for growth. This is also why fashion, perfume, and body care aren't just surface level interest. They're part of our self expression. What we wear, the scents that we choose, also communicate something about who we are and how we want to be perceived by others. Our emotions that our emotion that we show from a perfume that we wear is showing emotions to other people that words cannot say. It's like a psychological experience as much as a sensory one. It's why marketing is so powerful. Certain smells can trigger a sense of nostalgia, safety, and excitement. Also, art and stories are not just external, they shape us internally. They influence how we view ourselves and others. When we engage with art, literature, or even folk traditions, we're participating in a larger conversation. And that includes the unconscious mind and our deeper emotional experiences. Okay. So how does this tie back to the essence of Rakadet? Well, Rakadet is about exploring this intersection, how language, art, literature, movies, folk culture, and psychology influence not only how we see the world but how we express ourselves in it. Through the lens of language, we explore identity and history. Through art and stories, we tap into human creativity and emotion. Folk culture ground us in tradition, while also it pushes us forward into modern expression. And psychology helps us understand the why, the reason we're drawn to certain symbols, stories, or rituals. So, Rakadet stands for recognizing this connection. This concern will see how the divine, the cultural, and also the personal all come together in our daily life. Whether it's in a fashion sense, the stories we consume, or the traditions that we carry, we're a living narrative shaped by these deep rooted forces. So, yeah, I think that's all that I will discuss to you today. Thank you for joining me, cadets. I hope you enjoyed this journey through language, art, literature, psychology, and also folk culture. Remember, Each of these aspects is part of who you are. So the next time you speak, read, or watch a film, think about the deeper connections at play. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what stories and traditions that resonate with you. Let's keep the conversation going and explore these layers together. So let's cadets, until next time.